what do you see as business-wise and landscape-wise as the biggest challenge in Africa, or challenges?
You know what is the biggest challenge in Africa? Is that I think one thing that we need to look at, maybe if I can actually respond to your question in the following fashion, is you see Africa still stuck in that legacy where the leadership would get into power and they just would want actually to root. The moment we change that model and focus on delivery, we will be able to move Africa somewhere. So now the challenge that we have is really to make sure that we produce skills that can help to move our economy from the resource base into the knowledge based economy. So look, yesterday I had an opportunity to meet two colleagues from Cape Town.
Yes.
And they are from Stellenbosch.
Okay.
Yeah, the Afrikaners. Yeah. So and they produce wine. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But look, Namibia is producing a lot of grapes. And we send these grapes to Europe in a packaged boxes, and then they come back in the form of a wine.
Yeah, you see.
You see. So we will not be able to get anywhere. And this is not difficult, Prof, if I can tell you the truth. You need to start, somebody need to start small, and then another person will come and upgrade it. But this comes with skills and also investment. Our minds are not there. Our minds is basically on what type of deals should we make and what is in for me. As leaders, that is all what we are actually, we are interested in. I think the moment we are not actually focusing on appropriate skills that should actually move Africa into the next generation, we will not get anywhere. So that is a fundamental principle that we need to start with. So there's nothing that we can say we have problems in Africa. Problem is we are the problems. We are the problems. And no one will come from anywhere else to come and help us actually to solve these challenges. We need to do it. I think I like the propositions that you have given to say, I think we have mechanisms. AU is it's actually a very good instrument that can help us to drive some of these agenda. But then the whole thing is that people just go there and meet. And the thinking in terms of the leadership is also not correct, because everyone wants to become, I think people are not really looking into a single or into, we are not converging into a point where we are saying we want a single currency, we want a single passport, we want even this, the trade, what is this that was launched recently? If we don't actually follow what was actually proposed carefully, it will not actually help to facilitate Africa or AU to achieve what they wanted actually to achieve. It will become very extremely difficult. So I really think what we should do first is to really look into skills. And once we have actually worked on the appropriate skills, then the investment to help these skills really to achieve then the dream that they are meant for, then we will get somewhere else. So I think South Africa is in a different space. Nigeria has a lot of people in Ghana, but most of the people are now moving out of their countries to look for better, opportunity elsewhere in Europe and America. So these are some of the challenges we need to look into as well. So I really think we have a long way to go, and the challenge is basically to have appropriate skills to move Africa into the next generation.
And that's where we can actually address a lot of these transfer of skills, because a lot of times the transfer skills, we get the foreigners into our country, but no transfer skills happens. And I think that's a message for all our universities to raise the bar and lies with all the stakeholders, just to have the momentum. Why do you think we don't implement so well? We've got so many grand plans and AUs and stuff, but seemingly we are wonderful at crafting strategy, and I'm probably going to tell that to you again later next year. But we don't implement. What do you think is the biggest problem?
The biggest
we don't
problem,
execute.
The biggest problem is that most of the framework and the blueprint are there and policies are there, but the implementation is a challenge. Either people do not have a better understanding to interpret them, or we relatively have challenges to financially support most of the programs that we would want to implement. But I think the issue really is right people with right skills so that they can help us to implement these things. Maybe that is where the challenge is, because nowadays you find that people are appointed, along certain elements. You must know me for you to be, or you must be my friend for you to get to a job. Not necessarily you have the right skills actually to do the job. So those are some of the few things that are really affecting implementations. And then also, some of, Prof, let me be very frank with you. I had an opportunity to get to Malawi some 2 years ago. It's a, they have all the skills. When you go to the University of Malawi and many other universities that they have set up, they have professors, and these guys, they are really good. I mean, I'm not sure what is the problem, but Malawi cannot produce food for the country. They are importing, in fact, SPAR, the South African SPAR is the one that actually, so now I look at this and I said, but you have water, you have plenty of land, you have everything.
All the resources.
All the resources. I think for me, it has to do with governance and the skills, placing right people into the position so that they can carry out these things. I think that is where the problem. Investment is not an issue because there are instruments in Africa. You have African Development Bank. You have all these. You can really put up a very nice program and then borrow for a right decision. There's nothing will go wrong. But we are not doing these things. I went to Dubai at one stage. Not Dubai, Singapore. I had an opportunity to meet the Vice Chancellor for the University of Singapore. And I can tell you the truth, these guys, if you look at their history, because he was telling me the evolutions that have taken place for them to reach where they are today. It's exactly this. They've gone through what we are going through.
Exactly.
These guys, they don't have anything. They only have water and a little bit of land that they are fighting over. Well, I mean, they are years, so they don't even have space to do agriculture. They don't have space to build. But they are supplying most of the things that we are buying in the global market. They are leading almost everything, especially technology. But you know what they did? They said, look, we need to develop this country. This is the only country we have, and we should do it the best way. And I can assure the truth, I was very impressed with the curriculum that they are teaching, with the products that they are sending into the market, with the link of the university, the link between the university and the industry. And that is the biggest challenge we have in Africa, because we are working in silos, and we will not get anywhere. So
you're quite right.
Yeah. So I really think our policies should be somehow supported by certain things that have already taken place elsewhere, especially national policies that are informing our economies. I think we really need to look into some of those things.
Enjoy your day and turn around everything that you can turn around.
Thank you, Prof, and enjoy yourself, and nice meeting you.
Thank you, same here. Have a nice day and send my regards. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay.